Good morning, students. I hope you will fine at your home. Today we will discuss W.B. Yeats' poem, The Second Coming. Okay, read all these lines carefully. These are the original text written by W.B. Yeats, named The Second Coming. Okay, so first read all these lines carefully. I will explain all these lines one by one. Okay, so let's start. The second coming. Turning and turning in the wilding air, the falcon cannot hear the falconer. Things fall apart. The center cannot hold mere energy, is loosed upon the word. The blood dimmed tide is loosed, and anywhere the ceremony of innocence is drawn. The best lack all convictions, while the rest are full of passionate intensity. In all these lines, W.B. Yeats want to say about the next age, the second coming. So first of all these things, we have to learn about what is the second coming. So here, the meaning of the second coming is next generation. So W.B. Yeats says that uh, the basic idea of this poem is related to system, which Yeats explained in a vision. Yeats had a theory regarding the rise and fall of civilization. A civilization begins with a moment of inspiration or revelation, as the birth of Jesus Christ. So, in all these lines, he wants to say some phrases are also there. Such phrases I want to explain to you that Spirits Monday. There is one phrase there. This phrase refers to a general storehouse of images which have ceased to be property of any personality or spirit. Images derived from the storehouse. Okay, so Spiritus Mundi means the images Mundi, the storehouse of images means, and second one is the 20 centuries of stony sleep means the 20 centuries of Christian civilization during which shape of lion body and head of a man maintain a rigid sleep. Bethlehem, the birthplace of Jesus Christ. Okay, so in all these lines, Jesus Christ, he wants to give the example of Jesus Christ is the God of Christians. So he says that the moment he utters the word means the second coming, his eyes are troubled by huge image. He saw a huge image means picture, that appears before him from the general storehouse of images. In the last lines, he says that surely some revelation is at hand. Surely the second coming is at hand. Second coming means the next generation. The second coming, hardly are those words out when a vast image out of Spiritus Mundi troubles by slight. A shape with lion's body and the head of a man, a grace blank and pitiless as the sun, is moving its slow thighs while all about it real shadows of the indigent desert birds. The darkness stops again, but now I know that 20 centuries of stony sleep were vexed to nightmare by the rocking cradle, and what raw beast, its hour come round at last, sluts towards Bethlehem to be born. So, in all these lines, William Butler Yeats wants to say that he saw a huge image. His eyes get struck